course. Truthfully, it's just not too many games we played this year that we wasn't in the game. Of course, some games we had bad games, but most teams have bad games. But it's definitely encouraging just to know that we were there. College football is crazy. A couple plays can make a difference in the game. And truthfully, on the defensive side, watching the tape, we seen that it was really a couple plays that really made a difference. Besides that, we really played a really good game. But we got to make sure that both sides of the ball, offense and defense, come together as well as special team, and just play our best game of the season this week.
Rashaad, is that something that's been a point of frustration this season for this team? Is the fact that you guys really haven't been able to play that complete game yet?
Oh yeah, the biggest thing is consistency. Consistency in what you're doing. I remember Coach Perry's. He says one thing. He says that really hit home with me is be the same guy every week. And some weeks you got guys trying to do extra stuff, trying to do too much. Sometimes push your opposition. Some weeks we're playing sound, so you can't be either hit or miss. And that's what we've been the last couple of weeks. So we got to make sure that we really focus on this game and give our best for this game.
Is it because of this losing streak? Is that sort of taking away from soaking in this being your last game in Racer Stadium?
Nah.
Were you able to still kind of?
Truthfully, right now, I'm not really. Of course, you think about it, especially you getting asked about it so much. It'll be my last game, but I don't really dwell on it. Of course, I know I'm gonna be emotional before the game, but after the game, during the game, it's gonna be regular football for me. But as far as the losing streak, it's frustrating. It's frustrating, and if anybody tell you differently, I think they'd be lying. We're all competitors, and we want to win every game. We want to win every snap, but sometimes it don't happen that way. And we know we're a good team, but we got to just make sure we put it together. And a big thing that we haven't been doing is being consistent on both sides of the ball throughout the whole season. So hopefully we can fix that for the last couple of weeks.
Do you feel like you guys as a defense are you guys making a point to go to the guys on the offense and try and pick them up a little bit, because maybe they had you guys back early in the year when you guys were struggling to find consistency for the past few games?
It's a team. We don't point no fingers. At the end of the day, we lost the game. It wasn't the offense, because if defense didn't let them score none, it would be 0-0. So at the end of the day, it wasn't we did better than they. It's nothing like that. You got to make sure that the leaders of this team, we don't point our fingers to the offense, our defense. We make sure that we say, as a team, we have to get better. As a team, we have to do this. Once you start pointing fingers, I think it just create a domino effect of negativity, and we don't want that in the locker room.
Trying to snap the streak, JJ said that you guys know that this was the team that gave you guys your first loss last year.
Oh yeah.
Still in the back of your mind as you try to end your own streak right now.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Last year, that really put a damper on our season last year. We're 6-0, I believe, and they got us. They edged us out in a close game last year. I just feel like playing Washington these last couple of years for me, it's been one of those more heated games, and they talk a lot of crap, and it's part of the game, and that's something that I look forward to. So. At the end of the day, it's going to be a big game for us, just like them. We both been on a sort of a down, spiral these last couple of weeks, and been in some close games. But it's going to be a big game for both of us.
You guys prepping for their offense, pretty similar to when you guys just slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
Dynamic running back Bishop Sankey, quarterback who can move. What do you see from Bishop Sankey?
They're a good bunch. Good bunch. Bishop is a good back. In Pac-12, it's crazy because we're loaded with good backs. You see a good back every week, and so we're looking forward to that challenge of trying to stop him, which a lot of teams haven't been able to do. As far as KEZI Price, you can just see how much he matured from last year, and it's crazy, being from junior to senior, you see him mature that much and going through his progressions and just feeling more. You can see it. He's just feeling more comfortable out there. So that's something we look forward to, and we're happy.
If Keith doesn't play Siler Miles, limited film on him, but what do you see from him?
Similar quarterback. I think he's a little bigger guy. But one biggest difference for me is just seeing, he gets a little, happy feet in the pocket compared to Keith Price. Keith Price is obviously a seasoned vet, so he's used to things like that. He goes through his progression a little more. Keith Price does. So, being a young guy, that's just something that, it's just, I guess, sort of happens to him. And, but he's definitely a capable guy. He's a good player, and obviously, he's a backup for a reason, and he's been making some plays when he wasn't there, though.
I know as a team you're unhappy with the result, three straight losses, but as a defense, and you being a captain and a leader, how pleased are you with the progression that the defense continues to make against quality competition?
We're happy about it, but at the same time, we're not satisfied at all. We're not where we wanted, where we should be. We're getting there. Don't get me wrong. We're making a lot of great plays out there. I'm not taking none away from my defense. We're doing great, but we got to make, take it to that next level, and that's something that we're trying to do this week. They got a prolific offense, ranked high in the Pac-12. They put up points, getting a lot of yards, and that's a challenge for us. But we look forward to that challenge, and just seeing how much growth we started from week 1 to now, it's tremendous, and that's hats off to the coaches, as well as the players.
Do you guys put more emphasis, because you're trying to end the 3-game losing streak, but also in terms of potential bowl games, do you guys realize how big this game could be down the line, or do you try and block all that out and not put any extra stuff on it?
As far as bowls games going to fall how it folds, but we're thinking about winning this game. This is our biggest game of the season. In every interview I have, I say the same thing. This is our biggest game of the season, regardless of who we're playing. It's definitely something that we know that they're hungry bunch just like us, and so it's going to be a big game for both of us. But that makes games fun.
What Brandon said post game, we're not going to have a half and half season. There's not going to be no 6 and 6.
No.
That resonate with you?
Well, most definitely, it's not going to happen. But that's something that not just me and him has to take to heart. The whole team has to take to heart. We're a better team than that, and we know that, and that's what's for me is so frustrating, because we're a good team, but we got to just put it together. And sometimes you can't have games where offense goes good, defense doesn't play that well, or vice versa. So hopefully we can put it together this week, and I think we will. I know we will. We put in too much preparation to not do it.
And the other receivers, tell me about, as a defensive back, what you guys have.
Yeah, most definitely. Safari Jenkins, he's one of the best tight ends in the nation. He's a big guy. I don't know, with 6 something, about 270. He's a big guy, but he's also athletic. They do a good job of getting them matchups and not just putting them at tight end, but also lining them up as a receiver on the backside and throwing slants in phase to him and things like that. So they do a good job of getting him the ball, but as well as their receivers. Washington does a great job of recruiting. So obviously they're going to have some good athletes, just how basically every team in the Pac-12 does. So we're looking forward to the matchup, and it's going to be fun, and just going against the different type of receiver types that they have over there should be fun for us.